So here is my find for the day. I found it on Facebook Marketplace. It is a Huskylock 1000L. It looks like it may have been stored in a barn, perhaps, or somewhere that it's gathered a lot of moisture. We're going to start cleaning this and seeing if we can get it to work properly. I did bring a generator and tried it out. The screen works and the mechanics do move, but they're very, very squeaky. I've been watching a lot of fix-it videos lately, and one thing that's being said is to use aluminum foil and rub it on surface rest on chrome. So I did try to do this. I had my little kitty helper in the background, and guess what? It actually worked. I was pretty impressed. After I got off the surface rest, I conditioned everything with a little bit of WD40 as a rub down. The inside is a terrible mess and will take some time to get it cleaned out. I cleaned particularly with brushes and with Q-tips and WD-40 over all the metal parts. It came out pretty clean at the end. The bottom plate was rusty and dirty and had sticky things all over it. So I did take a vacuum and a little bit of wiping to get it down, and then it had to go on to the sink for further cleaning. A little WD-40 and a little bit more aluminum foil to try to get some of that rust off of the plate metal. And by the end of it, it's not ready for the showroom floor, but it's perfectly fine for where I am. So here are the compartment pieces as I've taken them apart. There's a lot of electrical components, including the LED strip and the ribbon, and I don't really want to take that stuff apart, so I have just moved things out of the way so that I can clean. So all of these panels are loose, but still have electrical connections. So that's what I'm going to do, and kind of get in here to the main body and see if I can't get some of that goo out of there. To remove the final screw on the front piece, lift up on this guide, pull it towards you and outward. The screw is on the inside toward the bottom, and that will loosen up the front plate. I panicked a little bit when I saw this rust on the tension dials because I really did not want to take them apart. And I should have recorded what I did, but of course I didn't. I soaked them down in WD-40, had a towel underneath them, and then used a ribbon and some aluminum foil to scrub between the creases. I set the tension knobs at 0 so I could get in, and they came out pretty well. The wiring was just as dirty as the rest, so I did have to take a little bit of time and clean it very well, and then use a little bit of wax just to kind of protect it and make it look better. Okay, got it back together, oiled. And there is the LED screen is working, the light is working. Let's see what we got. Ooh. Went from sounding like a squeaky hinge to listen to that now. Okay, it's time for a confession. I don't know anything about sergers. I have never used one before, but I do love a good challenge. In working with this machine, my philosophy was if it's dirty, clean it. If it moves, oil it. I used the instructions printed on the machine to know how to thread each channel. I used a different color thread for each channel to better see which channel needed tension adjustment. Fortunately, I have a friend who works with a serger all the time, and I will be relying on her to teach me how to use this thing. Although I think it needs tweaking and the tension is not quite right, it does work, and this machine has been saved from probably a landfill. I think it might be time to move on to the next project. What do you think?